का दोस्तों आज हम प्लांट किंगडम में स्टार्ट करेंगे। प्लांट किंगडम क्या क्या पढ़ना प्लांट किंगडम में। एल्गी, ब्रायोफाइटा, टेरिडोफाइटा, जिम्नोस्पर्म, एंजियोस्पर्म, प्लांट लाइफ साइकिल एंड अल्टरनेशन ऑफ जनरेशन। In the previous chapter, we looked at that broad classification of living organisms under the system proposed by R.H. Whitaker 1969, wherein he suggested the five kingdom classification, namely Monera, Protista, Fungi, Animalia, and Plantae. In this chapter, we will deal in detail with further classification with kingdom Plantae, popularly known as the plant kingdom. We must stress here that our understanding of the plant kingdom has changed over time. Fungi and membranes of, of the Monera and Protista having cell wall have now been excluded from a Plantae through earlier classification placed them in the same kingdom. So the cyanobacteria that are also referred to as a blue-green algae are not algae anymore. In this chapter, we will describe algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperm, and angiosperm under Plantae. Let us look at classification between angiosperm to understand some of the concerns that influence the classification system. The earliest system of classification used only gross superficial morphology characters such as a habit, color, number, and shape of leaves. They were based mainly on vegetative chapters characters and on the androsium structure system given by linear. Such system were artificial. They separated closely related species since they were based on a few characteristics. Also, the artificial system have equal weightage to vegetative and sexual characteristics. This is not acceptable since we know that often the vegetative characteristics are more easily affected by that often the vegetative character are more usually affected by environmental as against in natural classification system development which were based on a natural affinity among the organism and consider the phylogenetic classification system based on involuntary relationship between the various organisms are acceptable. Well, then, numerical taxonomy, which is now easily carried out using computers, is based on a all observable the data are then processed in this way. Each character is given equal importance, and at the same time, hundreds of characters can be considered a cytotaxonomy that is based on a cytological information like chromosome number, structure, behavior, and a chemotaxonomy that is assess the chemical constituent of the plant to resolve confusion are also used by taxonomicians. Algae are a chlorophyll bearing simple thyroid autotrophic are largely aquatic, both freshwater and marine organisms. They occur in a variety of other habitats, most stone, soil, and wood. Some of them also occur in association with fungi, lichens, and animals. Example on sloth bear. The form and size of algae is highly variable, ranging from clonal form like volvox and the filamentous form the Eulothrix and Spirogyra. A few of the marine forms, such as kelps, form a massive plant body. The algae reproduce by vegetative, asexual, and sexual reproduction. Sexual, sexual, sexual method. Vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. Each fragment develop into a thallus. Asexual reproduction by the production of different type of spores, the most common being the Jew spores. They are flagellated, motile, and ungermination gives rise to new plant. Sexual reproduction takes place through fusion of two gametes. These gametes can be flagellated and similar in size as in a Eulothrix, a non-flagellated non-motile bot. Similar in size as a Spirogyra. Such reproduction is called isogamos. Fusion of two gametes dissimilar in size is as in a species of Eudornia spermid and isogamous. Fusion between one large non-motile static female gamete and a smaller motile male gamete is termed oogamous. Example Wildbox fucus. That is example. ग्रीन एल्गी जो राउंड शेप में ग्रीन एल्गी है जिसे बॉल बॉक्स कहते हैं. क्लोरोफिल पिगमेंट पाया जाता है. ब्राउन एल्गी लेमिनेरिया है. रेड एल्गी इसमें थैलाफाइड पाया जाता है. रेड एल्गी में पोरिफोइला एंड पॉलीसिपेनिया है. Algae are useful to man in a variety of ways. At least a half of the total carbon dioxide fixation on Earth is carried out by algae through photosynthesis. Being a photosynthesis, they increase the level of dissolved oxygen in their immediate environment. They are of paramount importance as a primary producer of energy-rich compounds which form the basis of the food cycle of all aquatic animals. Many species of Porphyra, Laminaria, and Sargassum are among the 70 species of marine algae used as a food. Certain marine brown and red algae produce large amount of hydrocolloids, water-holding substance, that is algae, brown algae, and green red algae, which are used commercially. Agar one of the commercial products to obtain an Geldium and Gracilaria are used to grow microbes and in preparation of ice cream and jellies. Chloral, a unicellular alga rich in a protein, is used as a food supplement even by space travelers. Algae are divided into three main classes: chlorophyceae, phaeophyceae, and rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae. The members of chlorophyceae are commonly called green algae. The plant body be unicellular, colonial, filamentous. They are usually grass green due to the dominance of pigments chlorophyll A and B. The pigments are localized in a definitive chloroplast. The chloroplast may be discoid plate-like, reticulated, cup-shaped, spiral, and ribbon-shaped. In different species, most of the members have one or more storage bodies called pyrenoids located in the chloroplast. Pyrenoids contain a protein besides starch. Some algae may store food in the form of oil droplets. Green algae usually have a rigid cell wall made up of an inner layer of cellulose and an outer layer of pectose. Vegetative reproduction usually takes place by a fragmentation या farmers of different types of spores. Asexual reproduction is by a flagellated zoospore produced in zoosporangia. The sexual reproduction shows a considered variation in the type and formation of sex cells, and it may be isogamous, anisogamous या oogamous. सम आइसोगेमस होता है बर्डिंग से, एन आइसोगेमस होता है वेजिटेटिव रिप्रोडक्शन, और सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन से oogamous होता है. सम कॉमनली फाउंड ग्रीन एल्गी ऑफ क्लामाइडोमोनास Spirogyra and Kera. Some example of chlorophyceae. Phaeophyceae. The member of Phaeophyceae of brown algae are found primarily in the marine habitat. They show great variation in size and form. The range from simple branches filamentous from ectocarpus to profusely branched form as represented by teak, which may reach a height of from simple branched filamentous from ectocarpus to profusely branched form the represented by tectus, which may reach a height of 100 meters. They possess chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids, and xanthophylls. They vary in color from olive green to various shades of brown depending upon the amount of the xanthophyll pigment fucoxanthin present in them. Food storage as a complex carbohydrate which may be in the form of lamarinia and mannitol. The vegetative cell have a cellulose wall usually covered on the outside by a gelatinous coating of algine. The protoplast contains, in addition to plastid, a centrally located vacuole and nucleus. The plant body is usually attached to the substratum by a holdfast and has a stalk. The stips and leaf-like photosynthetic organ of plant vegetative reproduction take place by fragmentation. Asexual reproduction in a most brown algae is by five flagellated zoospores that are pear-shaped and have no unequal laterally attached flagellated. Sexual reproduction may be isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. Union of gametes may take place in water or within the oogamium. Oogamium species. The gametes are piriform pear shaped, and they and bear two laterally attached flagella. The common form of are Ectocarpus Diactuata, Laminaria, Sargassum, and Fucus rhodophyceae. The members of Rhodophyceae are commonly called red algae because of the produce of red algae pigment or phycoerythrin in their body. Majority of the red algae are marine with greater concentration found in the warmer area. They occur in both well lighted regions close to the surface of water and also at great depths in oceans where little light penetrates. The red thalli of most of the red algae are multicellular. Some of them may have a complex body organization. The body is stored as a fluorine starch, which is very similar to amylopectin and glyco in structure. The red algae usually reproduce vegetative by fragmentation. They reproduce asexually by non-motile spores and sexually by non-motile. चार्ट में देख लीजिए आप। क्लोरोफाइसी, फियोफाइसी, रोडोफाइसी। कॉमन नेम ग्रीन एल्गी, ब्राउन एल्गी, रेड एल्गी। क्लोरोफाइसी को ग्रीन एल्गी कहते हैं, फियोफाइसी को ब्राउन एल्गी कहते हैं, रोडोफाइसी को रेड एल्गी कहते हैं। मेजर पिगमेंट्स, क्लोरोफाइसी में क्लोरोफिल ए एंड बी होता है। फियोफाइसी में ए पिगमेंट ए एंड सी फिकाजेंथीन होता है। रोडोफाइसी में क्लोरोफिल ए एंड डी और फाइकोइरिथ्रिन होता है। स्टोर फूड, क्लोरोफाइसी में स्टार्च होता है। फियोफाइसी में मैनिटोल एंड लेमेरियानिन होता है। रोडोफाइसी में फ्लोरिडीन स्टार्च होता है। सेल वाल है, क्लोरोफाइसी में सेल वाल होता है। फियोफाइसी में सेलुलोज एंड एल्जीन होता है। रोडोफाइसी में सेलुलोज, पेक्टिन एंड पॉलीसल्फेट्स स्टर्स होता है। फ्लैजेलर नंबर एंड पोजीशन ऑफ इंजर्शन, क्लोरोफाइसी में टू एंड इक्वल एपिकल होता है। फियोफाइसी में टू अनइक्वल लैटरल होता है। रोडोफाइसी में एब्सेंट होता है। हैबिटेट, क्लोरोफाइसी फ्रेश वाटर, ब्रैकिश वाटर, साल्ट वाटर। फियोफाइसी फ्रेश वाटर, रेयर ब्रैकिश वाटर एंड साल्ट वाटर, मराइन वाटर यानी। रोडोफाइसी फ्रेश वाटर, सम ब्रैकिश वाटर, marine water, moist. That is example of नीट में इस बार पूछा था। ब्रायोफाइट हम लोग कल देखेंगे। गैमेट, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, oogamous and a composed by complex by fertilization development. The common member of Polysophnia, Polyphyra, Gracilaria and Gelidium. Thank you. Subscribe, share, comment.